Hi guys, it's TBR time. It's the first of the month, so you know that it's time for us to set almost unachievable goals. Obviously, that's what the first of the month is all about, is pretending like we have more time than we do to read more books than we can. But I will say, you'll hear more about it in the wrap-up, but we have done really well with all of our TBRs so far, so we want to keep that going. But the only thing is that this month we're not going to be doing the TBRs how we normally do. We normally have some sort of like theme, or some sort of like game that we're playing, or there's TBR jar or something like that, you know. We normally have like that kind of aspect going and something else is choosing it. But this month, with the cozy season upon us, I feel like we need it to be all up to us. So in today's video, we are going to be doing the TBR for September, but we're going to be picking it ourselves based off of just the vibes of the mood reading. We have pre-selected the books because where we keep the books is kind of hard to show on camera. So we have the stack back there of the books that we're going to be reading this month, and now it's time to share. Scythe. Okay, Scythe. Whatever. We picked this up actually at half price? Half price books. It literally in like pristine condition. Like you can tell that like the spine is perfect. Not a single thing on face. Like it's so stiff. Like it was hot off the press. I know this is like a YA, but it's between Citra and Rowan, who are chosen to be apprentice for the Scythe. They have no option but to learn about killing. We actually saw the person that we dog watch for. She was actually reading this, and so every time that we went to their house, we would see this sitting on their coffee table. And so then we kept meaning to like look into it. Finally, we actually did. And it seemed interesting, and we know that this is an ongoing series. Yeah, we're pretty excited about this. Another YA little situation.
YA's been really coming for us.
Yeah.
And like I really didn't expect it to.
Yeah. It's honestly kind of nice because it not only we're not having to worry about as much like the smut and everything like that, which we don't mind, but like sometimes it does definitely get in the way of the story, but also just like the ability for us to get through it. We've seen that the YA fantasies are a lot more palatable in regards to like our scheduling. I feel like when we've trying to read fantasy that is like an adult level, I mean, obviously we can handle it, but we just don't have a lot of time. And so being able to get through an entire story, it's definitely a lot more realistic when it comes to YA. So I highly recommend doing that if you want to get into fantasy, but you feel like you don't have the time or you're not ready to take on something really big or super complicated. I recommend looking in the YA section because a lot of them aren't as little kiddish as you think. YA has definitely gotten a lot more advanced.
Yeah, definitely more mature than you would think it would be.
Yeah, there are some times that we're looking at each other and we're like, this is kind of a lot. So the only thing that you're really going to be missing out on is a lot of the spicy stuff, but the worlds are still good. I feel like it's definitely worth trying if spice isn't something you deem like necessary for a book. So this is by Neal Shusterman, and then now we have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. We have seen this literally everywhere, and funny enough, we actually, if you watched our big half price books haul from like a while back, in that haul we actually bought the entire Red Queen series without reading any of them first because they were at such a good cost. So we bought the entire series without reading any of the books. We continue to not do that. Like we never do that. Hope it's good. I hope that we enjoy it. I know that people have said that this is similar to Hunger Games, Powerless. We know Powerless came after that kind of vibe where there's some sort of different classes, and I don't know if there's a game. We're interested to read this. I'm excited because I can't even show it to you right now because I don't want to mess up the way the camera is facing, but the amount of space that this series is taking up on our TBR cart is astronomical. Yes, like that much space, the entire series, and we don't even know if we like the series or not. Like, how ridiculous is that? Now we have Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This is the second in the Lakefront Billionaire series. We were late to reading the first one, so then this came out relatively quickly in regards to like our reading of the series. We don't necessarily feel like super strong about it. The only reason that we're trying to get this off is one, it's an easy read. We wanted a palate cleanser, and we also feel like we wanted to get through this before the story is too old in our minds. We no longer care. The next book that we have is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. We are actually super interested in all of the books that this author has written, specifically because of how well they go together on the shelves. I think I might have a clip of it on my phone somewhere. Maybe if I do, it'll be showed right now, but like all of them have like these little things on the, I think they're like houses, and maybe the other ones are wolves, but they all look so cute next to each other, so it like caught my eye originally. And then we actually got a special edition of this, so it has gears all over it, so that was fun, the sprayed edges. This is actually a type of book that we haven't read anything like it before. It's kind of dipping into more of like that sci-fi world.
One of the robots is captured, and then like they're on like a journey like with other robots, and like I think there's a person in there as well, and you kind of just see
it's like a little family, family of robots. But exactly. You can see like
they're just trying to recover their friend.
Yeah, they all live together. And the last book that we have on our TBR is another continuing of a series. This is Magnolia Parks: The Long Way Home by Jessa. I always say Jessa, and I don't know why. Magnolia Parks: A Long Way Home by Jessa Hastings. We did not like the Magnolia Parks first book. It was just not our cup of tea, and we actually were going to DNF the series. Yeah. And then we ended up giving Daisy Parks. I can't talk. The Daisy Hate side of things, a try, and we loved it. We almost ended up rating that book a 5 stars. Like, we loved that book. So I'm a little nervous to get into this because obviously this is back to Magnolia and BJ. Oh wait, I totally forgot. There's another book that we're going to read. Yeah. It's supposed to be 6. I'm so sorry. We have another book added. I totally just forgot that because we don't have the physical copy. 6 Scorched Roses, Crowns of Nyaxia 1.5 by Carissa Broadbent. I'll put a picture of the title. But we're reading that on our Kindle / her reading it on her phone. Just to like try to get e-reading back in the mix because we kind of got off of it. I really want to continue that series, and we didn't even realize that there was a 1.5.
Yeah, we were just going to get the next one.
We were just going to get 2. We recently read The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and we loved it. We rated that really highly. And so we're excited to read that because it's just like a cute little novella, and I hope that it's like the nice reprieve from all these hefty books. That is all for this video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I hope that you guys share some of your TBR. If you have a TBR or like set idea of what you're gonna be reading this month, you should put it down below because I love to get book recommendations from everyone, and I'm also very curious because a lot of people do like mood reading in regards to like the season. We weren't really super aware of that until starting this channel. Little romance is in the summer, and then fantasy is more popular in the fall. So let me know what you're reading right now because September is obviously like that weird in between time. So let me know. Put what you're reading down below, either what you're currently reading or what you're going to be reading this month. That is it for this video. I appreciate you so much. You are lovely. I hope you get a 5 star this month, and happy reading. Bye, sillies.